Dallas Goedert of the Philadelphia Eagles back here on the Rich Eisen Show. How you been, Dallas?
I've been good. How about you?
I'm good. How fired up are you? Walk me through how
Oh
fired
man,
you are.
it's a dream come true. The whole team, we're really excited for this game. It's looking forward to a loud stadium at the Link.
Well, unfortunately, you just don't have a coach that matches that intensity. Hold on a minute. I'm told I'm completely wrong. He's exactly that. Can you tell me how Nick Sirianni is leading these troops? You got a good story for me about how you're plugged into what he's selling here at Dallas?
Yeah, our coach, he's one of the most competitive guys in the entire room, and that's saying a lot with a group full of NFL players. But he just goes to show it every day on the field, yelling at the refs, yelling at the opposing coaches, opposing players. He talks smack, too. So he's not really afraid of anything. He's a fierce competitor, and he's a fun guy to be coached by because he just cares so much about the game, cares so much about winning, and, brings the competitive nature out in all of us.
Have you ever, I guess, kind of role reversed where you tell the coach he needs to calm down? Has that ever happened, Dallas?
No, I definitely feed off of his energy. When I see him getting fired up on the sideline, I'm right there. I'm going to back him up every time. If I see something, I see him talking to the ref, I'm the first one over there going to give my 2 cents right there with him.
So wait a minute. So he's barking at some of the defenders that are trying to put you on the ground? Is that what he's doing?
There's been times where, say someone does a late hit out of bounds on Jalen or sometimes if we get a dirty hit, he might not say it right to their face, but he's yelling at them across the field, which is, I think it's awesome. It's fun to watch. It's fun to be a part of.
That happened in the preseason, right? Against the Jets. That I remember. He did that.
Yeah, the one against the Jets, that was a big one. I think he was yelling a little bit at the player, a little bit at the opposing coach. But anytime you have a coach like that's fiery, that cares that much, it just makes us all play a little bit harder.
And let's talk about your quarterback a little bit, Dallas Goedert, because we first had Jalen Hurts on this program before the draft, and I said, what's a team going to get if they draft you? He says they're going to get this dog. That's what they're going to get. They're going to get a dog who's going to come there and just lead and just put it all out on the line, and he's been exactly that for Philadelphia. Can you tell me, what was he like that the first minute that he walked into the building, Dallas?
Absolutely. Obviously he wasn't the starting quarterback.
Right.
He came to be a backup, but the second he walked into the locker room, all heads kind of swung towards him. He's got a gravitational pull around him, a tremendous leader, his work ethic. I just remember in training camp, like him making plays, and it's like, oh my gosh, who is this dude? Like, how did we get him where we got him? And what are we going to do with him? Because, you could see right away that he was going to be a special player in this league.
Can you put more of maybe a story to the gravitational pull? You got an example? I know what you mean.
Yeah, so it would just be, at the time we had a lot of younger receivers in his class. I think we drafted 3 receivers, and, even though a lot of those receivers were playing with the number ones, it seemed like every time in routes on air, different throwing things, that they would tend to go with Jalen over Carson, and it was just, a little bit of, they were the same age, but they were just drawn towards him with the swagger that he has, the confidence that he has at all times. Even being a backup, it seemed like he was on his way to be the starter the whole time.
Yeah, I just love his story, and I love what he's become, and I just love what he like. I think you guys, in the same way that you mentioned how Sirianni kind of stirs the pot, he seems to be somebody that you just follow. What's it like in the huddle with him for a big play?
Man, playing with Jalen just makes everybody's job easier. In the huddle, I've never met someone so poised, so calm, so cool, collected. It doesn't matter if we're up 21, down 21. It's, F it, we're going to win this game. And he'll look at you at some point in the game, be like, I'm coming to you, make a play. Or, he'll look in the huddle and be like, man, get this block because I'm going to take off right here. He's just so smart. He knows what the defense is going to do before they do it. And, his anticipation for things, what he expects and what he sees is always the same. And, probably the biggest thing is just how calm and cool and collected he is no matter the situation. sitting on the sidelines, just stone-faced, ready for the next opportunity. And, he always says it, we haven't accomplished anything. He started saying it when we were 8-0, and when we won the division, he said the same thing, like, enjoy y'all hats and shirts. I got more to do. So he's never content with where he's at. He's always looking to climb, get better and better, and he wants to be at the top for a long time.
I imagine if he looks at you, Dallas Goedert, saying, "Get that block because I'm about to take off," and then you break the huddle. That's all you're thinking about is I better get this block because he's there for you. You want to be there for him and don't want to disappoint him. I imagine is that the mindset when you break the huddle after he says something like that to you?
Oh, always. Yeah, anything the quarterback says, that's the first thing I do. He's got all the power on the offense. He's the one that throws me the ball. So if he tells me to block someone because he's running, I'm going to try to get him out of the way and make sure Jalen doesn't get touched. And that's my main goal, making sure he stays healthy, do whatever I can to make his job easier.
Dallas Goedert here on the Rich Eisen Show. So you just showed up, if I'm not mistaken, just after the afterglow of the championship, right, Dallas? When you just got there in Philadelphia?
Yep. I was drafted the year after the Super Bowl.
So what would this mean for you to make this stamp yourself here for you?
It would mean everything. This has been a dream of mine since the first time I played a Madden franchise. I don't know if it was 06, and I won the Super Bowl, saw the confetti fly on the screen, and I said I need to get one of those in real life. So it's been a dream of mine, and to be as close as we are, it's super exciting. And, being able to be here and how much it meant to the city the year after the first Super Bowl, it's what Philly lives for. So if I can be a part of bringing another one to Philadelphia, it would be incredibly special.
Well, I am mandated to ask, even though the answer may damage some of your fans, and I know your name is what it is because your father roots or used to for the team. Did you win the championship in Madden for the Cowboys, Dallas?
No, it wasn't the Cowboys.
Okay.
I learned young to not be a Cowboys fan.
Huh.
It was actually the Packers, but I stopped liking them too.
Okay, so you won it with Rodgers? Is that who you won it with as a kid? Is that who you on Madden? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
He took it all the way for me.
But if your dad calls you Dallas because of his fandom for the Cowboys, how did you not grow up a Cowboy fan, Dallas?
Well, my stepdad was a Packers fan, and
Okay.
at the time, my girlfriend or my sister's boyfriend was a Packers fan as well. So I just kind of slowly transitioned from a young Cowboys fan to going to the Packers. And where I'm from, all my friends were Vikings fans, so we had two matchups, Packers versus Vikings, that I could talk crap with all my friends about when the Packers would win.
I love it. Dallas Goedert here on the Rich Eisen Show, and I hear what you're saying when you say what you say, Dallas. And did I hear that you said that you think you should be considered in the conversation of the Kittles and the Kelces of championship weekend and everybody else who is considered an elite tight end in this business, even though you might consider yourself a wide receiver? Did I pick up everything that you put down in some of your comments?
Yeah, to an extent. I definitely feel like I should be in that conversation of the top tight ends, but to be honest, I felt like ever since I got into the league, I felt like I should be up there.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just the confidence I have in myself, and probably the same confidence that a lot of the other tight ends have around the league. But for me, I just really care about what the people in this building and my teammates think about me. So every day I step out there, I'm doing it for those guys. And if you get the credit you think you deserve, it's great. But if you don't, I know the people in this building think very highly of me, and that's all I really care about.
One way to do it is to hoist the Hallis Trophy and then go to Arizona and play in Super Bowl 57. That's one way to work it.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
So, what's it going to be like for you in that locker room Sunday in Philadelphia? Your uniform's on, ready to go. Walk me through what that's going to be like for you, Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, it's going to be obviously building up to it. There's a lot of nerves, a lot of excitement, a lot of mixed emotions. As soon as you get those pads on, it just continue to build up those same nerves until, we get on the field, I always hope we lose the coin toss so we can take the ball, just so I can get out there and feel a thud, and then all your emotions go away and you just are able to start playing football. But it's going to be rocking in there. It's going to be loud. It's obviously the biggest game I've ever played in my career, so I'm just going to take it all in and soak it up, and then when the whistle blows and it's kickoff time, lock in and do everything I can to help my team win the game.
Well, the coach defers. It's nothing personal. He just wants the ball in the second half, so you could score on each side of halftime, maybe flip a script if you need to, if maybe end the game if you can, and give you an opportunity to get the ball second, I mean,
yeah,
it's nothing
without
personal.
a doubt. I get all the statistics about taking the ball at second half and deferring in the first half and stuff. But me personally, I like getting that ball, go score that first touchdown, and put the pressure on the other team.
And the thud may be you, Chip, and Bosa, right? You want a piece of that, right, Dallas? Correct.
Yep. Looking forward to that matchup. Obviously, they got a lot of great players on the 49ers defense, but you wouldn't want it any other way. You want to play the best. If you're going to be the best, you have to beat the best. So it's going to be a great matchup of two great defenses, two great offenses. It should be a really fun day.
I will be looking forward to it. Dallas, I don't have a scepter like my colleague on Good Morning Football and Kyle Brandt, but I have a mug. Do you want a coffee mug?
That'd be great. As long as it's got Run Rich Run on there, I'll use it every morning.
I can make. I don't think I have one of those.
We can get those made.
We can make it made. It says the Rich Eisen Show on it. Will that suffice?
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, it's me.
That
It's me running in my suit. Are you a coffee drinker? Do you drink coffee?
Oh, every morning.
Done. There you go. It's coming your way, Dallas Goedert. A mug
I
is
love it.
coming.
I appreciate it.
I will send it to Philadelphia. It's not as cool with the photograph that I saw of you with the scepter, but if you just hold it up, that's fine. Don't just drink. That's all I care. Just
I can make it work.
Okay, man.
Coffee's is always hot. It'll be a good picture.
Fantastic. I appreciate it. Good luck on Sunday, and maybe I'll see you in Arizona.
Awesome. Thank you.
Right back at you. Thank you. That's Dallas Goedert of the Philadelphia Eagles, right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.